Before we start with today's forecast video, I just want to tell you guys check out all my three Storm Raiders or my three friends here. Check out Storm Chaser Vince Welty and check out Weather Watchers live stream. Check all of their live streams for your further information. Now, without further, and also one thing, also subscribe to the channel because we are at, let's see, wait for it, wait. Yes, we are 98 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys could please click the like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends and family. And without further, let's start with today's forecast video. So, in today's forecast video, we have tropical storm or Hurricane Nicole going straight to Florida. Not only that, the National Hurricane Center has issued Nicole's path. So if you guys are in these areas such as Florida, we'll experience hurricane warnings and tropical storms warnings as well. Now, to make matters even more worse, there's another severe weather event going on in the U.S. and in Florida, also known as the threat for tornadoes and a few possible storms going on in Florida. So you're going to be watching today's video so you guys can keep informed. Without further, let's start with today's forecast. So welcome back guys to Mr. Weather Forecast here. And as you all know, Tropical Storm Nicole just formed a few days ago. I have not made a video update because I was taking my break for a while. But not to worry, I am back. So you guys are gonna be watching the video since later I'll be going live at afterwards. So without further, let's start. Uh, we're gonna go with the damn 3 kilometer model for the U.S. As you all know, there is a major snowstorm going on in the northwestern side. As you can see, the snow is starting to formate just a few days ago, and as it goes further into tonight, you can see at 9 p.m. at 10 p.m. there's a lot of snow right here in the western side, moving into the northern central side. So everyone else are going to be experiencing maybe probably a few snowstorms or blizzards. We do not know that for sure, but all this dark shaded area, if you guys are in the dark shaded area, such as right here, that's meaning that this is where the possibility of higher snow and possibly winds and accelerating winds, but that's not the case because there is more storms going on right here. Since we will make sure you guys are up to date, so we're going to show you guys on Storm Prediction Center for today. So as you can see, we have a marginal risk of going on for Jacksonville, Florida, Port Lucie, Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, Grand Island, Nebraska, Fort Pierce, Florida. As you know, there is the tropical storm going on. As it went further, it's going to go to become a slight risk. So anyone else who are in a slight risk will maybe experiencing a few tornadoes, maybe a active. So the tornado activity will be going on in Orlando, Florida, Palm Bay, Florida, Deltona, Florida, Belmore, Florida, and Daytona Beach, Florida. So if you guys are under the 5% chance, you may be experiencing a few tornadoes, and maybe a possible circulations with this hurricane or tropical storm is evident for a few circulations. So if you guys are watching this video, make sure you guys click like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends and family. And if we go further by the wind threats, you can see we have a wind threat going on in Nebraska, also going on in Kansas. So anyone else who are in these areas will be expecting not much, not threatening winds, but it will be a 5% chance, including for Grand Islands, Kearney, Hastings, Columbus, and Lexington. So anyone else who are in the 5% chance will be experiencing less damaging winds, wind damage. For the hail threat, we have no hail anywhere else in the U.S. So in the U.S., we'll be safe from hail. Now, on day two, we have a slight risk going on in the northern central into the upper Midwest, also almost reaching into the Great Lakes. Not only that, it is also a slight risk going on somewhere in Florida, then it reaching to Georgia, South Carolina, and then North Carolina. So for the areas that may experience a few storms, such as Jacksonville, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, Cedar Rapids, Charleston, and Rochester. So anyone else who are in these areas may be experiencing a few active storms. And to make matters even worse, we have more tornadoes activities going on. So in the 5% chance, such as Jacksonville, Savannah, Charleston, Wilmington, and Charleston, you will be experiencing a few tornadoes, which the circulation may be possible for a few storms, such as tornadoes or other types of threatening weather situation. But up here in the upper Midwest, there is a low percentage of tornadoes. So right up here will be maybe somewhere minor tornado threats up here in the upper Midwest, but there might be a few tornadoes that cause um may cause possible destruction. We do not know if this is going to cause a large destruction, but as you'll see on the legend right here, since we're on the 5% chance, you will probably not be getting that much of tornado threat. You'll probably get maybe EF1s or EF0 tornado damage, but if it's on the 10% chance, it's for greater for EF2s or EF5 tornadoes within the 25-mile point. The significance, that is an incredible danger for as moderate risks, and enhanced risk, and even high risks. Not only that, there's a 5% chance, as I said earlier, 5% chance for a few tornadoes that may cause not much of a damage, but we will stay up to date. So for in the upper Midwest, we have uh 15% chance of maybe mid wind damage. So anyone else who will learn here, such as the 15% chance, you may be expecting a few stronger winds, but for the 5% chance, we'll experience minor wind damage. But on the 15% chance, we'll experience maybe to mid wind damage. And for the areas that are expecting under the 15% chances for Cedar Rapids, Rochester, Waterloo, Iowa City, and Eau Claire. And for the 5% chance for Kansas City, Omaha, Minneapolis, Wichita, Kansas, and St. Paul. And for the hail threat is also for no areas expecting for the hail threat. So the hail threat will be safer for now. But on day 3, we have more situation going on. As you all know, by Friday there will be the tropical storm will go straight to the Carolinas into Virginia. And for the following areas for the slight risk may include Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, and Fayetteville, North Carolina. If the marginal risk, such as where I live in Richmond or Henrico, Virginia, we are going to be experiencing a marginal risk going on in Philadelphia, San Antonio, such as for the marginal risk is also from down here in Texas. So for the areas that are expecting for this marginal risk, the two marginal risks that are going on is for Philadelphia, San Antonio, Baltimore, Washington, and Virginia Beach. So anyone else who are in these areas will experience a few active storms, maybe a few tornadoes that may be active, and possible circulation may go on. And for the probability will be a 15% chance. So this could be a greater or significant severe weather within 25 miles in your point, but we will make sure we're up and to date. Now, for the next few couple of days, we will also have no storms, but by day 7 or 8, we have nothing. So on day 7 and 8, you guys will be safer for now. Now, not only that, we're also going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center, since National Hurricane Center has issued Hurricane Nicole. So without further, let's start with Nicole's update. So we're here with the today's this is the cyclone and the formation. This is the wind speeds that are going on. So as you can see, this is the current wind speeds. As you can see, it's going on in the 90s. But as it reaches into the Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina, it will go down to 10s to anyone else from these areas, such as the purple shaded 100% chance for excessive winds and damaging winds. But for the red and the light red shaded areas and the yellow and the orange shaded areas, we'll be experiencing more wind damage. So anyone else who are in Florida need to take cover. This is a serious emergency. We're gonna make sure we're going live tonight. But that's not the case. We're also going to take a look at the arrival time where it's going on. So this is the current arrival. As you see at Wednesday at 8 p.m., this is where the arrival starts. Hurricane Nicole, which it could turn into a tropical storm, will reach by 8 p.m. tonight. So we will go live until I finish the video. And for Thursday at 2 a.m. in the morning on Thursday, you will in Georgia will be experiencing a few storms. So anyone else who are in Georgia need to take cover or evacuate your area. And for Thursday at 8 a.m. in the morning, you will experience still a few tropical storm activities, but as we go further by Thursday in the afternoon, this will start to weaken as it goes further into Thursday at 8 p.m., which it will weaken up as it goes further into North Carolina and South Carolina, into the North Carolina, also reaching to Virginia. So anyone else from these areas will be expecting a few tropical storms, maybe possible to maybe like minimal, maybe to small to mid tornado activities. So if you guys are watching, as I said again, please click like, subscribe to the channel, and also share this video as soon as possible. Now, for as you all know, there is snow activity that we are going to be taking an outlook for this one. So if you guys want to see the snow, let's start. So this is the current NAM 3 kilometer model. As you can see, this is Hurricane Nicole going on, reaching down there. But this is also the case for this one. So as you can see, there is snow going on up there and somewhere in the portions of the northwestern to reaching into the whole side of Montana, including for North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming, Colorado, Idaho, some in the small portions of Utah. So no one else who in these areas will be experiencing blizzards or maybe snowstorms, which is not promptly warned in the area. And if we go further, you can see that there, as it goes further at 6 a.m. by Thursday, you can see that there is a lot of snow going on right there, reaching from Montana to North and South Dakota. And as we go further by tomorrow in the morning and then the afternoon, the snows will start to increase by 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And as it goes later by tonight or by the afternoon to tonight, the snows will lighten up and go straight to Canada, even possible with freezing rain. As it goes further, it will reach to Minnesota and then later fade to somewhere up here and somewhere in Canada. But right there, you can see that this is tropical storm or hurricane Nicole, which is already right active. So we're gonna go further backwards so we can show you guys, and we're gonna show you guys in a different site where it can be seen. So we're going to use in the south east US. So this is, as you see further, we're going to put time and date for you guys to identify it. So on time and date, you can see at 5 a.m. in the morning on Thursday, you can see that this is where it reaches to somewhere in Florida and Peninsula. And as it goes further into tonight, into the morning days, you will experience tropical storm and even excessive rainfall for Florida into the northern Florida. And as we go further by somewhere near at the afternoon, it will go straight to the border of Florida, reaching to the southern of Georgia. And as we go further, it starts tweaking up and going straight to Georgia, and somewhere in the small portions in the middle of this tropical storm in Alabama. And as it goes further, it will reach to Tennessee and then going straight to Kentucky. But the Kentucky areas will experience maybe to minor wind damage and probably tropical storms, but not really excessive for anyone else in these areas. And as we go further into, well, later it could experience probably a few tropical or like flash flooding. So my only guess that's what's making me concerning is flash flooding. So flash flooding will be imminent, uh, likely imminent for this tropical storm to affect. And as it goes further into the Carolinas, you can see that there's a squall of thunderstorms and tropical rains or tropical downpours. And as it goes further into into North Carolina, straight reaching to Virginia, you can see it makes a not large squall line, but there's a squall line that formates there. And as it goes further into Virginia, you can see right here where I currently live at in Henrico, I will be in the middle of the squall line. So probably at 7 p.m. in the afternoon. So this is the time where I get out when I get out of here. At 3 p.m., that's where I leave. And then later, when I reach to 4 and then 5, the storm will appear and then later go straight to my location. But advise at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., it will go straight to the northeastern side, also reaching into somewhere out here in Philadelphia. And as it goes further, it will go straight up to the northeastern and then disappear in the Atlantic. And for the snow currents going on, we're going to show you guys the current snow fall for the last footage. We're gonna show you guys on the snow total of this area. So in the total snowfall, as we go backwards, we're gonna go backwards to show you guys what the current and tomorrow's snow outlook gonna be. So this is the current snow activity. As you can see, we're currently at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As you can see, somewhere in the western side of the U.S., including from Montana, Idaho, Colorado, or Wyoming, sorry for saying Colorado, and Colorado, and Utah and Nevada will be experiencing probably 2 3 inches of snow. Even for Colorado, may be experiencing somewhere around maybe like 6 to 7 inches of snow. And as we later go by tonight to the morning, you can see that right here in the Dakotas and then Montana and Wyoming will experience 2 inches of snow, and then a few of them in South Dakota will experience 4 inches of snow. As we go further into the morning, to the afternoon, you can see that this in both Dakotas, you can see that there is probably reaching 6 to 5 inches of snow. And as we go further by evening, you can see that it will reach to 11 inches of snow in North Dakota. But as we go further into the mornings, such as 5 a.m., it still stays the same, but this is where it brings to maybe a squall of snowstorms. So in Dakota, we'll experience 11 inches of snowfall. But as we go further, Canada will experience also 11 to 10 to 9 inches of snow, or 9 to 10 and 11 inches of snow in Canada. And as we go further, Canada will get a full snow, but here we'll get a lot in full snow for North Dakota. So North Dakota will be preparing for some boots and some hats and some sweaters. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know you guys wanted me to make more like a better video, but still I've went away for a few couple of weeks, but I am back, guys. And I also want to tell you guys, go check out my channel because we are almost at 98 subscribers. Now, I'll see you guys in this live stream. So if you guys want to see more further videos, make sure you guys click a like, subscribe, and share this video to all your friends and family. So without further, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, goodbye.